Queen Victoria, QE2.
Yeah.
Like
We love big ships in this town.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a big ship kind of country, you know?
That one is absurd though. That one's like, the engine on it looks like something from Star Wars.
What?
Like it looks like an 80s space.
Battlestar Galactica, the cruise ship.
What?
It's Battlestar Galactica, the cruise ship.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about before that there doesn't seem to be as many life rafts or escape kind of boats.
It just didn't go with the lines of the boat, which I'm sorry, we just couldn't put as many rafts on as we needed. It just ruined the line.
All right, and we're out of time. Thanks for that.
It's great.
Should we go?
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You spent a couple of days here already. What have you been up to?
I've been, let's see, touring around with my husband. Where do we go? Do I have to hold this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's a microphone.
I like this. It's kind of retro.
Yeah, well, we're a retro sort of country.
Yeah. Yeah, so I went to, Bondi Beach, and I've been in the gardens and been turning around and moving and shaking all over this grand city.
I've had some great weather since
It's been amazing. I don't want to take credit for it, but I'm just saying, I came here and the sun came out.
Yeah, but it is you.
Do you make that to be that powerful?
Have we got like some sort of tour guide for you in this country, or are you just sort of, getting around on your own like a backpacker?
I've not been backpacking, I can assure you.
No, you don't look like a backpacker.
I don't go for that sort of thing. No, I've been walking around a lot, which is great because we can't really walk around LA much, so it's nice to walk around Sydney and just, kind of cruising around on foot. And then, we've had a driver too, and we're taking water taxis. It's been very fun.
Did part of you enjoy the writer's strike, having some time off? I know it's politically incorrect to say that, but
no, you know what it was? Interestingly enough, I think that a lot of people had these great fantasies of initially we were all sort of like, I'm going to go to Europe, I'm going to learn language, and then there's that anxiety of because we didn't know when it was going to end. If we knew hey, you're off for 2 months, then it's easier, I think, to be I'm going to plan a vacation. But because it was so nebulous and we didn't know what was going to happen, and really people were just suffering. Our crews were actually doing a benefit back in LA this week for the crews of the shows because they're the ones that live between two that just really got hit hard.
What do you do for a benefit?
We're doing people that are more talented than I are going to sing and do because we've got on private practice Audra McDonald and then Grace Sada Ramirez and Chandra Wilson. So they're going to be they're really the big ticket. They're the big fish. They're the big items. So they can bring people in, bring money in, and then I'm just going to do actually a silly bit that we're going to tape later today here in Australia.
So you're not even going?
I'm not going to be able to be here.
That's awesome. I love how you can host a benefit.
I care very deeply, but not that much.
I love you guys. I couldn't be here without you. And when I say here, I mean 12,000 miles away from you.
Here's a care package.
So are you saying that you can't sing at all? If you were there,
you
would
don't
you
want to
sing?
hear me sing. If I'm walking somebody usually, or in a character that I can sing, but no, not me. Just and even my husband's like, if you just try to sing with your natural voice, it's really not a good thing at all. If I'm making a joke or something, then it sounds maybe okay, but nowhere near
Do you have a career? Did you have a career backup plan?
Plan B.
Yeah, if things hadn't worked
I
out.
tried a lot of different things. No, anytime I would, I had only one, as I was climbing up the ladder and kind of struggling as an actor, I had different just to mix it up because I got tired of waiting tables. I was a dog walker for a second. I had a house painter for a couple days.
Didn't work out.
Yeah, it did not work out well at all. It was
There's no 10-year plan in that.
There was no 10-year plan. No.
Too much work involved in those.
There was actually a lot of work. I didn't enjoy that.
No, I'm with you on that. Yeah.
So I didn't really have a plan B. There was always I'm gonna forget it. My brother would be like, "What are you gonna do?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'll go back to school and I'll teach English." And he's like, "You're too lazy for that. It'll never work out."
When you joined, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you joined Grey's Anatomy, you're only going to be on for 5 episodes.
Yeah.
At what stage did you decide that you'd like to maybe stay on?
It really wasn't up to me at all. It's not like I was like, "Ooh, I like it here. I think I'll stay." They were gracious enough to invite me back to be a series regular. I think the showrunner Shonda Rhimes, they liked the idea, or there was good audience reaction to having sort of the fly in the ointment for Derek and Meredith as sort of that ruins the love triangle. So I was meant to do 5, and I went and shot something else, and then they got it. Then in the meantime, the show aired. It became very successful, and they asked me to come back, and it was awesome.
Is that how it usually works? They'll write a character in, see how it goes, see whether it gets a good reaction.
Sometimes. I think that's always that's the best case, and it really is a fantasy scenario for an actor. You're like, I'm going to be recurring happy. Maybe they'll write me in the show permanently. And
That's
but
what
it
you
doesn't
hope for.
always happen. Yeah, rarely. And so this was kind of, I kind of hit the lottery.
And you've got a spin-off very, very quickly. Like, normally if there's a spin-off show to another television program, they usually wait a few years. It's not really like, you've only been on the show for like 2 years, and all of a sudden you've got your own show, which is a spin-off.
And I'm a very willful person.
There must be a lot of pressure. You must be very nervous and a lot of pressure. And
well,
really
initially I
nervous
wasn't like, wait, me? Are you sure? Didn't you want like one of the other 10? But it was it's exciting, obviously, but the nerves I think are kind of were baited by just the sheer volume of work, and it was such a lot to do and a whole new cast and everything, and it's been actually really exciting. And then of course once we aired, it was well received in the U.S. and then in Canada, and we started selling it overseas, and so then the pressure was off a bit. But I was so busy that I didn't have too much time to be nervous, except for when I wake up in the middle of the night screaming. But other than that, it's good. It's really good.
You've got a pretty good sense of humour, Kate. When you're like on set, can you just like for your own entertainment just goof off at the end of a line and swear or say something stupid, unpredictable, just to waste people's time for laughs?
Yeah, absolutely. I would, but it's not really charming when the ladies swear, and but I do swear quite a bit.
Good.
I'm Irish Italian, so
You're
that's kind of
fine.
What's your
fine enough? Yeah.
if you just I don't know, stubbed your toe on the door, what would your swearing of choice be?
Really?
Yeah.
Can I swear here?
Yes, you can. It's
Really?
Australia.
Yeah.
You're allowed to.
It's bad. It's I mean, would probably be. It's just a favorite word. Phonetically, it's just a really satisfying word to say. There's also one that I can't say here, but it's just because
Oh, I love that one.
That was a good one too. It's
you gotta-
phonetically. I mean, it's just awful.
But you've got to hold that
My
one.
publicist is like,
You spend 5 minutes with these boys and look what they've done.
That's a special occasion sort of swear, that one. You can't just bring that out for a stub your toe.
No,
That's
no.
like, if you find your husband or wife cheating and you can't find the gun. Then you just go, where is that bleeping bleed?
Too true.
Anyway.
yeah. Whenever I'm looking for my gun,
So-
I can't find it after the C-bomb. I'm like, where? Where's my gun?
Your people are just going,
I'm a
awesome.
massive gun collection. I don't know if we've talked about that. Were you briefed on that?
No.
Big hunter.
Young
Right, your husband must be a very happy man.
Can you imagine? Yeah. I don't know. I guess you can actually. The guns are pretty rampant.